Hello, everyone, and welcome to the SnodaCast, your weekly go-to for media entertainment. I am your host, Black Chef 56, and I am, of course, joined by the one, the only Shadow, with this brand new fade, about to get all the butterfly bitches. And of course, we also have the one that stares off into nowhere, Gallows. The one that, again, we kind of wish we would forget was here, Joe, a.k.a. Joker.
Howdy.
Howdy. I know, it's cloudy. Anyways.
I know y'all still love me.
Yeah. Anyways, of course, we're also joined by the one, the only, Miranda, a.k.a. Alto97, baby. And a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, we have PCG Runic Skull joining us yet again because he felt left out of last week. Yeah, also because he was been dying from the Rona. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and go straight into it, and I'm going to ask the age-old question. How's everybody's week? All right, here's how we're going to do it. We're going to go Shadow, Gallows, Joe, Miranda, PC, or we're going to go Runic, and then we're going to go me, and we're going to go from there. All right? So, Shadow, how was your week, buddy? How's your week, buddy? Shadow?
How? That I'm tired and it's bullshit.
Fair enough. All right. Gallows, how's your week, buddy?
Work.
Started last night.
Work.
Well, this morning. And
All right, Joe, how was your week?
Well, I'm not hurting as much anymore from the wreck, but
That's good.
it was damn sore, and yeah, this week a lot of news, both surprising and not surprising.
Fair enough. We'll get into some of those later on. Miranda, how was your week?
Good. Finally went to the doctor after 5, maybe 6 years. I'm on a new diet, smoothies. So, yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I hate all liquid diets. I tried that once. There's only so many different combinations you can do with protein shakes, so.
Go.
All right. Runic, we gotta ask. How's your week, buddy?
Pretty easy. I mean, I'm on clearing status for the army, so I mean, I just show up to morning formation, then I'm gone for the rest of the day. I just got my orders yesterday, so I can start clearing post and unit. So I'm on my way to Korea.
Awesome.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
That will be fun. Well, however,
You know,
unfortunately,
hot
we won't be
Asian
able.
bitches.
Which South, right?
Huh?
Huh?
You're going
This
to
man
South
just
Korea.
said hot Asian.
South
You
Korea.
can't go
yeah.
to you can't go to North Korea.
North Korea will not allow
No,
anybody
but-
from us. Nobody from here will be able to go to North Korea.
had
You should
North
maybe-
Korea. Now,
If you know the language, maybe you can ask her and let me know when we'll get season 2 of Sweet Home on Netflix.
Okay, Joe. Enough.
Anyways, you guys ready to go into our first topic of the night?
How was your week, though?
Oh, my week, work. That's about it. Are you guys ready? Oh, I started school. This semester started,
Yeah.
and I'm doing okay so far. So, anyways,
TCC, what the fuck?
yeah, TCC.
That's not what I'm saying. What the fuck about, Phil?
I'm
What are
ready.
you saying? What the fuck about?
What Shadow's
Shadow
holding?
with this toy gun.
Oh, Shadow's doing that because you. Anyways, on to our first topic of the night.
I intimidate my own self.
Yeah. Alrighty then. So, on to our first topic of the night. It's official. Xbox not only now owns Activision and Blizzard, they also own King for whatever reason. I don't know why. I think that was more just like a
Candy Crush.
combo deal. You know, yeah, I know Candy Crush, but I'm just saying, like, Candy Crush, really? You know, out of all the things you could have bought?
I could get
Anyways.
shits left.
Yeah, I mean, I play it. I don't care who owns it, so it's whatever. But that being said, what do you guys think? Honestly, I think this is... You can't call it a monopoly because, Runic brought up earlier, they are keeping 2 contracts, so
Actually
that's
takes
always
out
good.
His dagger.
Absolutely.
No, this is a survival knife. My grandfather owned it when he was in the Marines.
No sharp.
Anyways, we get
I
back on
saw
topic.
I
Badass.
saw a meme though about the topic that Microsoft's next target is EA.
I would actually love it.
Hey, I think they'll. I don't think it's gonna really
totally
change much.
endorse that deal.
No, they wouldn't necessarily change. Well, here's the thing about EA is they have a lot of exclusive deals with Disney, and Disney has a lot of exclusive deals with Sony just because of Spider-Man. So I
Next
will
year,
say this.
So
Here's-
EA will have the Star Wars license
It's true.
Here's my thing.
for games.
Xbox is gonna become the next Disney, because you know how Disney's buying every fucking like show and shit.
Think of it this way: once they buy Sony, I mean, the console war is technically over.
They won't buy Sony.
Console war's been
Sony.
over for a while.
They never
They won't.
will.
They will never buy Sony. Now, if they buy Steam or Valve, that's a different story.
I'm waiting for it.
Oh yeah.
I'm
see that.
I'm just mad with
Um,
Steam. They fucking somebody hacked my account and I can't even get it back.
That sucks. That means you can't even get any of your games back without buying them all again, right?
Yep.
And no, somebody up here above me is saying World of Warcraft no console, but never say never with Microsoft, at least.
I didn't know we were quoting Justin Bieber.
Joe always quote Justin Bieber though.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's in his private
Yep.
time. But
I'll
anyways,
give Miranda the excuse, but you could fuck right off.
anyways, that being
'Cause that was
said,
actually kind of fun.
anyways, that being said, yeah, no, I'm kind of with Joe on that. I wouldn't put it past Microsoft to try and put it on console as an Xbox exclusive. However, here's the thing about Microsoft owning games.
Elder Scrolls Online can work on consoles, so why can't WoW?
Exactly. That's going to be their thought process. If Elder Scrolls Online can
fair
work on
enough,
well, okay, yeah, but I'm just saying, the thing is like
Yeah, so on Xbox though.
that's true.
Or,
But that
my
being
thing
said,
is,
okay, go ahead.
World of Warcraft had this like cryptocurrency bullshit about how they have the microtransactions and the yearly bot and the month bot bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
To cut that out.
Yep.
I feel like that's gonna change.
And if you throw it to console and you buy it on console, they're gonna expect to have like a year free off. They're not gonna do that.
No.
I've been hearing some people say, "What if like a sub of WoW is guaranteed with Game Pass?"
Mm,
I can see all the CODs right now going to Game Pass since it is now part of Microsoft.
it's
And
true.
also, like their prices being cut, cause like across
To
the
be
board.
fair, Call of
they'll
Duty was
still make a
overpriced to
shit-
begin with.
They'll still
Well,
make a shit ton of money due to
I mean, some Call of Duty in the
microtransactions.
past are still pretty damn expensive.
Yeah, that's because
Yeah.
fucking Activision never wanted to lower their prices. There was a Call of Duty that was 5 years old, still worth about 50 fucking bucks.
Well, they'll
Oh, you
still
talking
sell
about
it to you for
Modern Warfare
50. They'll still sell it to you for $50, but they will. You're trying to trade it in anywhere. You're fucked. You're gonna get like $2 out of it, if that.
Well, that's mostly GameStop, but
Well, that's mostly that's any trade-in place, dude. It doesn't matter if you're going to GameStop or you're going to Movie Trading Co. Movie Trading Co. is even worse. At least
lower the
GameStop.
price like 2 times.
Yeah, like okay, so best example
I
I can
would.
bring on trying to do a trade-in with Movie Trading Co. Not even out of the cellophane, not even out of the wrap, still had the sleeve, was bought that day. A brand new copy of Spider-Man Homecoming when it first came out. I mean, like, this was like the weekend of its release on disc. They're like, the most I can give you is $5 in store credit. Otherwise, I can give you $2 in cash.
that is
That's
a
fucked
meme.
up.
Probably, I think
Oh,
it
yeah.
was even on Blu-ray as well.
It was
Like
on
that used
Blu-ray.
up.
It was on Blu-ray, and I'm like, bro, you're gonna turn around and sell it for like $30 because it's still new. And yeah, it's technically used, but it's like not even opened. It's brand new. I haven't even come close to like the most I've done is I've gotten my fingerprints on it. Why?
Or,
It's like
or
just-
or you briefed on it.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. And they're like, yeah, no, we're gonna cut it down. Like, we're gonna turn around and sell for $30-$40.
Also,
But
I would
like,
say for older Call of Duties that still have servers up and running, I wouldn't be surprised if they either reduce the price of the DLCs or make them free.
I would love it if they made some old Call of Duty games for free. That'd be nice.
I would love it if they
I don't know
brought,
about that, but-
if they made BO3 content free.
That would be
three.
good. BO4
Slide
content
buttons.
would be pretty good too.
Uh,
BO4 got shat on a lot. They actually patched the fuck out of it. It actually became
I hope
halfway
so,
decent and
because-
playable. But then by the time the next year rolled around, of course, that was when shit, what came out after BO4?
MW?
2019.
No, was it Modern Warfare
It was Advanced
2019?
Warfare.
No, not Advanced Warfare. Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare.
There you go.
Infinite Warfare was next, and then it was Advanced Warfare, and then was the other Modern Warfare.
Advanced Warfare was way before.
Advance and Infinite were back before, like, BO3.
That's true. It was BO4 and then.
Modern Warfare 2019.
Oh, wow.
Let's go.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it was Modern Warfare 2019 because 2018 was the year I got out of high school, and yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, it was 2019 is when I pre-ordered it. So
If I were to look at the Call of Duty wiki here, and
Dude, I arrived to this unit in 2018.
yeah, that's the crazy
okay,
thing.
yeah, Advanced Warfare,
So, Infinite
Ops
was
3.
after BO3, then World
And
War
Shadow
II, then Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare 2019, and then Cold War.
and then the Call
Cool.
of Duty Mobile, but
And
nobody
then-
talks about that one.
Mobile is not that bad. Actually, I played mobile. It's okay. It just takes up a shit ton of fucking data.
Also in 2020 was the campaign for MW2 Remastered.
That's true. And NW2
But
remastered campaign.
that's
was
just the
pretty good.
campaign, so that's only a portion of it. So
They're
it's
not even putting that on here because a remastered of a game is never going to be, you
It-
know, as significant as the original release.
Mhm.
Of course
There's
not.
only a handful, like Knights of the Old Republic is probably going to get pretty up there because of
Yeah.
how long of a gap
And
there
that's
was
going to
between
be on
the remaster.
PlayStation, right?
I believe so. I believe it is going to be a PlayStation exclusive.
PlayStation, some bitches are getting the. I mean, the lovely people that are on PlayStations are getting the Knights of the Republic remake.
That we
I know, I
are.
have a PlayStation 4.
Mm-hmm.
I have one
Trying to-
too.
I do too.
Oh.
Joe, you're the
Honestly,
only one
like-
behind here.
I was gonna say, okay, there's some good things and bad things coming with the,
Oh,
you know,
but we're way off topic
Bit-
anyway.
Well,
business.
not necessarily. We are talking about. We are still talking
Yeah,
about.
we're not talking about.
like
Yeah,
some people are
Microsoft.
thinking this, like hours after this was announced, regulators and all that and the FTC are trying to discuss if they need to reform the trust laws.
Well, yes and no. I mean, as long as they keep to original contracts, they should be okay.
I feel like they will do that. They will. Here's what I think. They're gonna, like, you know how when they purchased with Cinemax, Bethesda, and they're like, oh, we'll still honor their thing
Thank
of
you,
like
Kenna.
them really putting out Deathloop and Ghostwire for
No, dude.
PlayStation, but that's probably what they're gonna do with like whatever Sony has, anything Sony has left with like A and B about Call of Duty or other things.
Here's the thing. I think Call of Duty is such a recognizable franchise, and there's so much money to be made from it. They're not
Well,
gonna
it's
make it an Xbox. Well, okay, that's the thing. They're not gonna make it an Xbox exclusive because it is
I heard
such
some
a
news
big
about
name.
that.
If they do that, they'd be shooting themselves in the fucking foot.
They would, and that's the thing. Is I personally think if you're gonna out of this deal, if you're gonna make anything an Xbox exclusive, go ahead and do it with WoW. Because honestly, you redo WoW, you make it okay, you make it halfway decent, and you release it on console and PC only, you're good. You should be
Oh, wait,
okay.
are we talking about Xbox? Are we still talking about Microsoft owning Call of Duty now?
We're still talking about Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard, which is Call of Duty, and they own WoW,
It's
everything else.
supposed to be the biggest buyout, though.
Don't forget
Oh,
other
yeah.
Blizzard properties.
Well, I know. I'm just saying
I'm
they also
obviously like Overwatch and Diablo.
Overwatch, Diablo. Yeah, obviously. I mean, like
Other IPs. Like if I were
Yeah.
to
Anyways, there's way too
what the
much
news
shit to
came
go
out with
into.
Activision.
Mm-hmm.
With Call of Duty is the fact that they said they're just gonna keep it on. They're gonna keep it on it. They're gonna keep Call of Duty on PlayStation 2.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it cross-platform and shit. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Pull up Reddit. Reddit. Okay, there's the IPs that Blizzard has that are gonna go with Microsoft. Blur, Caesar, Call of Duty. I mean, talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Crush, Crash Bandicoot,
Okay.
Diablo, DJ Hero. Honestly, that could have been a sequel, but
I was doing a little research.
Imperial Knight, Geometry Wars, which I've seen some people talking in some articles like that should come back. Guitar Hero.
Forgot about Guitar Hero. I'm looking forward to that. I want another Guitar Hero game. I will go out and buy an Xbox for it.
Not about it.
Yeah.
There's this game that was kind of like Red Dead, but with like under Activision's umbrella called Gun, for the original Xbox. Hearthstone, which those of you that do like stuff like Magic the Gathering.
Hearthstone
Hexen
was
would-
WoW Magic the Gathering, wasn't it?
Kind of, except you used you kind of had mana, but you only started with 1. And eventually
Okay.
get up to 10 crystals of mana, but
Continue. We got shit
Anyway.
that we gotta do.
rapid fire this. Hexen. Basically a Doom Code of Fantasy and Magic, but now that and it was published and developed by id Software, you know. Interstate 76, King's Quest, RPG shit, I don't fucking know. Warpo Mysteries, The Lost Vikings. Oh, and I also like forgot to mention Heroes of Storm. Oh, Overwatch, Phantasmagoria, Pitfall, Police Quest Prototype. Please give us a fucking third game and remaster both 1 and 2. Skylanders, which honestly I could give 0 fucks about, but please give us another Spyro game. Soldier of Fortune, Space Quest, Spyro the Dragon, StarCraft, Blizzard property, Tenchu, which Stealth Ninja Games, Time Shift, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, True Crime, WoW, and also fucking Zork.
Fair
also,
enough.
Christian, you've been eaten by a group.
Huh?
You've been eaten by a group.
I don't get it.
It's sometimes like what happens if you don't do the right thing at the Zork. It's like a text-based adventure game. Like
Wasn't there a movie on that? No. Oh, you're talking about fucking the computer shit off of Call of Duty.
Yeah, basically like, okay, well basically Zork was like, you type to do an action or something. If you don't do something right in time, you'll basically get the game over of like, you've been eaten by a guru.
If you're confused, think of Black Ops 1 when you broke out of the chair. You could go over to the computer, enter DOA to get Dead Ops Arcade or Zork to play the little
yeah,
computer
you can play
game.
Zork on it, but okay. Anyway, y'all can.
Yeah.
I knew what he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm pumped for a Guitar Hero game because I've been itching for a Guitar Hero game really since about 2013. What was it? Rock
Guitar
Band?
Hero
I
Live
forget
was the last
who.
one.
Well, I know. I never got the chance to play it because nobody had a fucking Wii U. So,
Well, Guitar Hero Live didn't really do that well. Anyway.
no, it was a Wii U exclusive, so there was no way to really do it all that well. Wasn't it? Yeah?
Hold on.
I honestly don't know.
I don't either.
Okay.
At that point,
DJ Hero might come back.
DJ Hero would be a lot of fun. I would love that. I remember that being fun. My friend's dad had it. It was on the Wii U, but it wasn't a Wii U exclusive.
Nope, it was on PS3, PS4, Wii U, 360, Xbox One, and iOS. And
Right. It was one of the last games for the PS3 too. I remember that.
the developer Freestyle Games, because of the game's underwhelming sales reception, they laid off most of its employees, and then 2017 they sold the company to Ubisoft. So
Fair. I will say this. I would love to see another Guitar Hero game because that's up there with like any Nintendo Mario game. It's one of the best party games you could have. Like I remember Guitar Hero World Tour where you could play the drums, you could do the vocals, like bro, my go-to
Like,
song was
There
Misery
was also
Business.
Rocksmith, which isn't related, but it was like you
Mhm.
could play songs, but you had to like have a real guitar that came with the game to
Oh
play.
yeah, that was just an excuse to get more money out of people. But I will say this, I
Like an
rem-
actual fucking guitar.
yeah, but no, I will say this. Go-to was Paramore's "Misery Business," which is a really good song. I still bop to that. That is a bop for sure. What I've Done by Linkin Park was always a big one for me because I was a big Terminator fan as a kid.
So
Wrong song, but fair enough.
it is like a bar.
I know it was wrong song. I said What I've Done, not Numb. Anyways, that being said, I would love Guitar Hero to come back. Now, Rock Band would be another one. I remember Rock Band being a lot of fun.
Band isn't one of their IPs.
I know
but
it's
yeah.
not. I'm just saying. I forget who did it, but I would love another Rock Band
Harmon
game.
X was the
Because
developer.
I remember Rock Band having more edgy songs than Guitar Hero.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Guitar Hero and Rock Band. I was saying I remember Rock Band having edgier
I like
songs.
Your Fire in the Flames.
I'm actually
Yeah.
gonna
I wasn't a really big
here.
fan of I wasn't a big fan of either of those.
Yeah. Who's
but that's just me.
streaming. That's you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like see if I have paint on here or Google Docs.
Why?
Oh, I was just gonna make something I could show later at the end, close to the end, where like take the list of IPs that Blizzard has that are gonna go to Microsoft, and I will list off which ones are most likely to make a comeback right away.
Okay, go ahead. Have fun with that. Anyways, on to our next topic. We now have an official, not only a trailer, but a release date for Marvel's Moon Knight. And this trailer is actually pretty fucking dope. I'm actually super pumped about this because this is going to definitely be one of the more trippier Marvel shows, for sure. Have you guys seen it?
No, I've not. I've seen the trailer. It looks really good.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Have you guys
Like-
seen the trailer? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Those are really...
Now, we do
I'm
have
just sad
some
that,
tragic news
one
about
of
it.
the, that
Actors.
the one actor died in a ski accident literally like a couple days after the trailer was released.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other content movie.
Yeah. But that is the tragic news about Moon Knight. But if from what I've been told, he's not really playing that major of a character that I don't think they're gonna bring him back for other seasons. From what I've read, but we don't know yet because we don't know how major the show is gonna make him. It's kind of like Peacemaker. There's a couple characters in there that I do not see surviving this season, and I'm telling you right now,
Peacemaker yet, so
Joe, you have no excuse.
I just haven't been able to sit down and watch. But anyway, we're not. here about that.
Anyways, we're not talking about that yet. But that being said, what do you guys think on the Moon Knight trailer?
I'm excited.
Oh yeah, me
I
too.
am too.
Give it a
I wanna
watch.
see it.
All right.
What
Well,
I've been hearing,
Mhm.
what I've been hearing about it, everybody's been really excited for him to join the MCU.
well, Moon Knight did originally start as Marvel's attempt at Batman, which
Yeah.
is all what I always find funny whenever it's like, oh, Iron Man and Batman or something. Like, what? Because they're rich? I mean, yeah, that's it. That's where the similarities stop.
wrong.
That's where they stop. Whereas Moon Knight is a much more tortured and angsty character like Batman. But I will say this: Moon Knight is definitely one of the coolest looking characters, right up there with Blade, with Ghost Rider, with
I'm
Ghost Rider needs to
excited
make her- oh,
about one character that they're bringing in to Moon Knight, and that is Sharon Carter's niece.
Jeez.
oh, is she the one on the phone in the trailer?
I think so.
Probably. Yeah, that'll
It's
be
played
interesting.
by Emily Van Camp.
Oh yeah. Also, Marvel, in my opinion, quit trying to make Sharon Carter a thing.
We're trying to make Fetch a thing.
That that too. But yeah, Sharon Carter, I'm not really getting on with it. There's a lot of things I'm not really getting on with this fourth phase. Sylvie, really don't care.
Hot.
And not that hot either. But that's not really the main point. Just really don't care about a character. Literally all of the Eternals, I could not give less of a dick about.
Hold on. I like the.
Gilgamesh was the only good one,
I
and that's
love Gilgamesh.
yeah, Gilgamesh,
That's
but he's dead.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I liked him. He was a really good character.
He was cool. Yeah, he was a great character. Also, partly because he was played by the big buff guy from Train to Busan, who was one of my favorite characters in that. So when you kill him,
what's his name from Doctor Strange?
No, it's not Benedict Wong. They do look very similar, though. I will agree. But if you put them both side to side, you could tell. But honestly, Marvel, focus more on the good stuff. Like, you did good with No Way Home. You did really good with Hawkeye. You did you stumbled around with Falcon and Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Loki, but you ultimately came out okay. Like, focus on the Kang stuff. Well, yeah, no, Loki was okay, but it had its moments of like, okay, I'm getting sick and tired of just sitting down and talking. Can we please move on? So, yeah. Like, I don't think enough happened in Loki for me to care, is my opinion. But that's just my personal opinion. If you like Loki, if you like Eternal, if you liked everything that Marvel's been doing, good on you. That's up to you. I'm just saying, in my opinion, it's been a rocky start until we got Hawkeye and No Way Home. And now I think it's going to pick up. But that's just me.
Agree.
Yeah, it's just me. You guys ready to go into our next topic?
Also, one other thing that I did notice is the guy who is actually playing Moon Knight
Oscar Isaac
was Poe Dameron in
Poe Dameron, yeah.
Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that's Oscar Isaac. He was even more fun fact. He was also Apocalypse in the shitty X-Men Apocalypse movie.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that. Not to go lie, me and my mom were having somewhat of a non-consecutive marathon watching the old X-Men Fox movies.
Wasn't his latest thing in Dune?
Yes, he was in Dune. He's been in a lot of things, but yeah, he's just recently started to get his stride going.
At least he knows his career is not doomed.
Ha! Very funny.
What do y'all do this slump?
Anyways, Joe, I will kill you. On to our next topic. So, Miranda, you might like this because one of your favorite actors is in this topic. So, out of random side news, apparently Daniel Radcliffe is going to be playing Weird Al in a biopic. An odd choice, to say the least. Nothing against Daniel Radcliffe. He's a good actor. I'm pretty sure he'll do fine with this. But, like, when I think, who do I want to play Weird Al Yankovic? A guy who's really not even that old or dead. Daniel Radcliffe is not one that comes to mind. But,
skinny for that.
No.
Daniel Radcliffe is actually very diverse, which not a lot of people know. He's actually trying to step away
from Harry Potter.
Harry Potter
Stigmata, I get it. And I know he is very diverse. I'm just saying, like, when I think of, like, actors that can look like Weird Al, he's not what comes to mind.
He can definitely do it, though.
Well, I'm not saying he can't pull it off with his acting chops. I'm just saying, like, he doesn't... When I think Weird Al, I would think more like Finn Wolfhard would be an interesting... I think he would be a decent choice. Weird
Al's not even dead yet, though. That's the weird thing.
That's the weird thing. He's not even that old either. I mean, like, Weird Al's only in his... Yeah, he's only in his 50s. So, like, the fact that they're making a biopic about him this early on surprises me. It intrigues me.
I think it's something Weird Al actually wanted himself, personally.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure his backstory is very diverse and very intricate and, like, I'm sure it'll be. He's trying to make the next Rocket
Weird
Man.
Al record the other day when I went to this little coffee shop.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way,
I
go ahead.
thought it was funny.
Oh no, that is funny. I love it whenever I see random Weird Al shit all over the place. So, by the way, if you guys have never seen UHF, watch UHF. It is so funny. It's a parody movie. It's like one of the last good ones too. It's really, really funny. Like, some of the physical comedy in it is hilarious. Now, granted, it may make a few people uncomfortable because the guy who plays Kramer is in it.
What's wrong with the dude who plays Kramer?
He's the one that had that meltdown at the during a stand-up bit. Started spouting the N-word constantly.
Louis C.K.?
No. Louis C.K. was caught masturbating in his masturbating in a hotel room with someone else in there, making them watch. That was Louis C.K. No. The guy who plays Kramer. Louis C.K. did not play Kramer.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I got it.
Yeah, that guy. He's in this, but like that's the only uncomfortable thing. It's kind of like, here's the thing: is if you can still watch Lethal Weapon because, well, O.J. Simpson's in that, and that doesn't make you uncomfortable.
And also,
Joe, I'm only talking about controversial figures in these movies.
Oh no, Oh, Naked. He was also a Naked Gun, but that's not the subject.
That's what I'm saying. Naked. Oh, did I say Lethal Weapon? I meant to say Naked Gun. The Naked Gun movies. Yeah, if you can.
Funny.
Anyways, yeah, no, like that's the thing is if you can still watch the Naked Gun movies and the fact that O.J. Simpson's in them, then that's fine. You if you can do that, you can get through UHF. Even though the guy who plays Kramer is in a lot more of that than O.J. Simpson was in Naked Gun movies. But that being said, what do you guys think about Daniel Radcliffe playing Weird Al in a biopic?
I don't really think much about it. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
That's me.
It's just more of a head scratcher to me.
I mean, he's kind of a little scrawny to be Weird Al, but then again,
Weird Al was pretty scrawny early on in his career. You forget how scrawny he was?
Yeah, he was like a fucking toothpick.
Yeah, he was really skinny.
Just a thing, Radcliffe rocked the long hair and the mustache like in the 80s.
I think he can rock the long hair. The mustache is yet to be seen because I'm used to seeing him with like a beard of some sort, not really just a mustache. So I'll be interested to see what they do with that. Yeah. Anyways, on to our next subject. We now have an official trailer and release date for Cuphead show, or for the Cuphead show, coming to us on Netflix, and I can't be more excited about it. It looks like it's definitely following the games really closely, and that's going to be a lot of fun to follow, which, by the way, I want my fucking sequel to Cuphead, damn it. I want my Cuphead, too. Even though I haven't fully played Cuphead. I want a sequel to it. Is what I'm saying.
Did it end off in a sequel type of way, or what?
I didn't play it all. I never played it all the way through, so that was the problem. I don't know. I'm sure people later on will let me know. But yeah, I'm super pumped about the show just because it's going to be interesting to see that kind of animation style. Because if you guys remember, a while back we had a clip release of Wayne Brady's character playing some dice head. I forget what his name is, but yeah, like we have a clip of that, and I'm super pumped to see this animation style for an entire show. Like it's old school animation cleaned up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if it's gonna be something like Cuphead, of course it has to be old school animation.
Well, that's the whole point. Yeah, it's got to be cleaned up old school animation. So yeah, I definitely love the style to this. I think they're keeping in tone with the games, and that's all I can ask for. That's all anybody can really ask for, is so long as you're keeping in tone with the games and the style, you should be okay. However, the only problem I have with it is Netflix. Like, it is Netflix.
I think
That's the only
I think
problem.
Netflix should do a good job. I think they're just going to cancel after one season, but I think they might do really
No,
good.
I think it's still, well, here's the other thing too, is I think it's also like it's a little bit of a case of like 5 years too late. They should have really released this like 4 or 5 years ago when Cuphead was like really popular. When Cuphead was still a big thing, yeah, or like honestly even 2 to 3 years after Cuphead's popularity had kind of fallen off, it would have been fine. But I mean at this point it's almost a case of too little too late. Yeah. But what do you guys think?
Are going to get the show though. Cool.
No, yeah.
I feel like if you don't play the game, you really won't understand the show very well.
No, I mean the whole point of the game is they're running. They're trying to. They apparently make a deal with the devil. And
oh yeah, that's gonna be a big old controversy for everybody on the.
Well, in this one they make a deal with the devil,
that,
and they're no, they actually show the devil and everything. Like apparently they also they show like something trying to steal their souls. And then apparently they stop that, and that's the whole reason why they're doing this. They're on the run, trying to. I mean, like this. It's complicated, for a game, and honestly, the game itself was pretty complicated. So, kudos on doing a complicated storyline. Though, granted, like I said, they are following the game, so it is going to be somewhat controversial, but it's mostly played for laughs. So, what do you guys think? Any more thoughts, comments, concerns on the Cuphead show trailer?
I am ready to watch it. I would love to see it. I think it's
that
good cartoon watch.
If it's animated, a game-based show will be good, but if it's live action,
not necessarily. There are a few animated. There are a few animated video game adaptations that did not do well.
Yeah, but
ooh
I
man,
think about the good ones.
What were you trying to say, Miranda? Miranda?
I'm sorry that I cut you off if I did.
Miranda?
What?
You were gonna try and say something?
I don't remember.
Okay. Joe, I want you to. Oh, I knew there was a DJ hero too. Next time, refrain from sending me messages on Discord while we're live. Because I have my screen is literally the software I'm using to stream, and that's it.
Oh.
I can't really read because I have to keep Discord full screen.
1,000 apologies. It's just,
you're good.
There's kind of a little slight oversight.
All right. Are you guys ready to go ahead and go into our next topic?
Yeah.
All right. So our next topic is actually one that was suggested by Joe. So HBO Max coming this February 24th through the 28th, I believe. They're going to be getting rid of a crap ton of shows and movies and TV shows. And yeah, there's actually a few on there that I'm like, oh, I've been meaning to watch that, and I didn't even know that was on HBO Max, like the Rush Hour series. I've never fully sat down and watched all.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Beverly Hills Cop is another one. I did not know that they had that on there.
Classic.
Well, yeah. But that being said, there are quite a few things on there that I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess I can kind of understand it. But the ones that are the big head scratchers are, they're getting rid of a lot of DC movies, like the theatrical cut of Justice League, Aquaman, Shazam. I believe they're getting rid of Wonder Woman. I mean, there's a lot of different movies that they're getting rid of, and
Must be the licensing.
Not necessarily. It could just be that they're trying to make room for more movies and TV shows, and those are ones that aren't getting watched as much.
I think they're just.
I was gonna say they're not really being
they're gonna
watched.
cycle them.
Probably. They'll probably be back sometime before the end of the year. I would be shocked if they weren't, but yeah. You guys have any thoughts on that?
My thought is they're just like you said, they're more likely removing to make room, and so I agree with both things that you and Miranda said.
They'll probably cycle them back on at some point.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not gonna completely go away forever.
I will say this to people who were very happy whenever they had when they finally had come out with actual physical copies of Zack Snyder's Justice League. as much as I do not like Justice League, I am keeping a copy of it because it kind of happened with a lot of movies. Like, a lot of people, when the special editions came out of Star Wars, a lot of people accidentally got rid of their original copies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not my dad, though.
No, there was a few smart people, but like there was some people that are like, oh, cool, it's a new version of it. Let me go ahead and get that and get rid of the old one. And that was the problem. So.
Pretty sure I still have some on VHS at my dad's house.
Oh, I have a copy of all three of the original. I have a copy of the original trilogy on VHS somewhere. I don't know if it's definitive edition or not. I think it might be special edition. I don't know.
I don't know if my grandma has the VHS inside storage or not, but more likely she does.
See, my great-grandmother actually had a VHS copy of Caddyshack, and I regret not grabbing it, because when we cleaned the house out, I was like, damn, I'm never going to find this again. That's like finding a VHS of Ghostbusters. You will never find that again.
There's, just go to Goodwill. You'd probably find one.
Yeah, but you gotta go around a lot of Goodwills for that. That's the problem.
Goodwill does have their online where you can actually bid on things, so you might be able to find it that way.
Yeah. But anyways, any more thoughts, comments, concerns on HBO getting rid of a lot of their content coming this February?
I mean, it's kind of upsetting, but
watch Beverly Hills Cop if you haven't already.
Mm-hmm. All right, on to our next topic. We have our first official look at Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. This is the new Amazon show that apparently, according to Jeff Bezos, is wanting to take Lord of the Rings the Game of Thrones route. And that's what makes me nervous about this. Yeah.
No.
He said he wanted to make this Game of Thrones-esque for Lord of the Rings. And now, granted, he did get a lot of backlash from it, and I'm sure that they've changed it since then. However, I don't know. I mean, I know he got a lot of Game of Thrones actors as well. So
I don't think they're gonna do it.
He doesn't know nothing.
No, but Bezos directly said he wanted to make a Game of Thrones-esque. So I don't know if he's changed his mind or not, but I don't think that's gonna work for this show. And I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, cool, a new Lord of the Rings thing," and I'm like, "Yeah," until you hear what he fucking said, and then it's like, "Yeah."
This is not. I don't know. If they do it the Game of Thrones way, it's not gonna be worth watching because how bad they fucked up on it.
No, well, Game of Thrones, you gotta remember, Game of Thrones is like prime time TV, man. Like, it was the shit to talk about. It was essentially one of the last.
Don't get me wrong, it was. It's just the fact of it.
They fucked it up. No, I agree.
The whole thing was just fucked up.
No, I agree. But I will say this, I am intrigued as to what they end up doing with it. I will give this show a shot for one season. And
I'll give it a shot for the first 2 episodes, and the first 2 episodes don't catch my attention, and I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, and Miranda, I can tell you have a lot of thoughts on this.
Cool.
No, we're not going into it?
Awesome.
Alright. Runic, you got any thoughts?
Nope, I'm not
Honestly,
saying
on the Lord of the Rings series, no.
Nah. Alright, so I can tell Miranda is just holding back pure rage and disappointment.
I'd like to hear what Miranda has to say, though. That's what I would.
Oh, I would too.
Miranda's gonna throw her headset.
Alright, well, before she throws her new expensive headset, let us go ahead and go into our final 2 topics for the night. Alrighty then. So, we got Peacemaker episode 4 this week, and there's quite a bombshell that got dropped at the bottom of this episode. Not gonna spoil it, don't worry, Joe, you don't have to deafen yourself. But, that being said...
No, I watched episode 4.
Oh, you did?
Book of Boba Fett already.
No, this is Peacemaker. This is
Oh.
Peacemaker. Not Book of
I
Boba
haven't
Fett.
watched it yet.
Yeah. So I'm not
I
going to
watched.
spoil anything. I will say this. This show is definitely starting to get its pace picked up. One thing that I already figured was going to happen with one character is kind of getting that way. Particularly, and this isn't really a spoiler, the daughter of Amanda Waller, we might be getting her as the next Amanda Waller-esque character, and in some ways, I'm actually kind of here for it because there's certain things she does.
She doesn't turn out to be like Amanda.
Well, here's the thing: is I'm kind of down for it because Amanda Waller in the comics is typically a big black woman, like she's huge. So, and I think that's kind of the reason why they probably got this actress. Not to say that, I mean, like, you know, that's the thing. I think that's part of the reason why, because she's slowly showing signs of being a Waller-esque character. She not only does she manipulate a character into essentially killing another character's dad, or at least attempting to, she shoots a character point blank in the chest. Just, like, never killed anybody, nothing, anything like that. She just does that. So it's like, and she also ignores a call from her wife at one point. So, I mean, there are certain things
They're going down the emotional.
They are. She's emotionally closing herself off and separating herself from everybody. So, honestly, I mean, maybe Waller was right about this, where she's saying, you know, don't ignore your God-given talent. And I'm like, oh, okay, so we might be getting a new Waller. Also, cool Easter egg. Funny enough, this show might be the origin for live-action Gorilla Grodd.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There's an Easter egg about well, no, there's an Easter egg in the background. If you pay attention, whenever Peacemaker's going through his dad's house, the TV basically says that a gorilla got stolen from the zoo. So I'm gonna be interested in that.
DC universe?
No, it's gonna be Gorilla Grodd. Shut the fuck up, Joe. Anyways, if you guys are ready, we're gonna go ahead and go into our final topic for the night. Alright. Book of Boba Fett also had its 4th episode this week, and yeah, honestly, pretty good episode, pretty solid episode. It's starting to hint at possibly The Mandalorian coming in, which I'm very interested in.
Well, you do have to remember that The Mandalorian did have a crossover with Boba Fett in it.
Boba Fett was reintroduced. Yeah, Boba Fett was reintroduced in the 2nd season of The Mandalorian. So that's kind of the whole reason why this show exists. Is this is the spinoff that they set up in the last shot of season 2. So I would be shocked. Well, yeah, we're on the final topic. Yeah, we're talking about episode 4. So they're hinting very heavily with a lot of musical cues and stuff like that. Like we're starting to hear the flute of Ludwig Göransson, his Mandalorian theme in this show, or in this episode in particular. And I'm very interested to see where they take this, because I do
like that they gave a backstory for I forget her name, but
Fennec Shan.
Yeah, Fennec. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that they showed some of her backstory on how she got to be with him.
Well, it was very heavily hinted at in that episode of the 1st season. Yeah, no, I agree. It is nice to see her, like...
It's nice to actually get to see how, you know, she gets placed with him.
No, yeah, I agree 100%. And now, I will say this. I don't think we're going to be getting any more flashbacks, in my opinion.
Will.
I think they're done with the flashbacks.
I think we may get light ones, but not as big as they have been.
No, I think they might be like little snippets here and there, because I mean they're pretty much all the way caught up.
Every time he's in the machine,
the bantha tank.
He gets a flashback. Yeah.
Yeah, and they already said that his healing is complete. Which, by the way, so I know that the time frame is kind of confusing in this, but I finally figured it out. So it turns out, the Mandalorian season 1 takes place in 5 ABY after the battle of.
I got beef and
the Battle of Endor. So basically, the battle so it takes place 30 years after Return of the Jedi. So basically,
But
Boba
didn't
Fett.
Boba Fett fall in?
He did.
before then?
So he was dissolving for 30 years.
Oh,
But
shit.
his armor, because it was
Saved him.
his armor saved him, and that's why it looked as nasty as it did whenever he got out. So he was digesting for 30. That's why his face looked really messed up too. That was the acid from the.
I did
from
not
the,
realize it was 30 years though. I thought it
No,
was,
they don't make it
just-
obvious. Well, because if you think about it, he technically
I
has
kinda-
no
kinda
recollection
assumed-
of that 30 years, which means
True.
he was living with the Tuscans for 5 years. They make it seem like it was only like a month or so. It was 5
Yeah.
years, man. Like, he lived with them for 5 years, and then they got.
That's why she made the comment. That's why she made the comment
Mhm.
of that you living with the Tuxkins that made you soft. I was like, wait, we only lived with them for about like a month.
No,
He
they
must
were
have
5
lived with
years.
longer
He
because
lived
something
with them for 5 years. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, he went through all that stuff really a long time. So, like, that's why he's as obsessed with the Tuscans as he is, because I mean, it was 5 freaking years. Yeah, I mean, like, they
That's
took
his
him in.
family.
That's essentially his family. Yeah, I agree.
The
So
way he said it that you can't survive without a tribe or something like that. Along the
Yeah.
lines of that.
that's kind of the whole thing. So I think the show is getting better for sure. Though granted, majority of the stuff that wasn't flashbacks, I'm starting to blank out on. Like, I know there's this stuff with the family. I know he has his rancor. I know there's the twins, and they're plotting something else. Apparently, there's something else with the mayor. But, you know, that's just, there's a whole lot of things I'm like, okay, it's cool when I watch it. I understand when I watch it, but yet when I try to explain it, I'm like, I have no idea how. So, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm just thinking about all this other stuff. But yeah, I think this show is definitely getting a lot stronger, and all those naysayers that are like, "Oh, this show's gonna suck ass," it's like, shut up, dude. It's getting
No,
They're all
enjoy it
mad
for what
because
it is.
they're all mad because they're not going
You
by the way they want him to be seen as.
Honestly, some people these days wouldn't know what a good show is unless it came up. It landed on their head like a piece of bird shit. But that's just me.
Yeah, fair enough. But any more thoughts, comments, concerns on the Book of Boba Fett episode 4?
That the show, I don't know. To me, that the show's getting really good. I still think it was good either way with the flashbacks.
Oh yeah, this entire show
just-
could have been the flashbacks, and I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
First season, maybe.
Yeah.
The first couple episodes, I like how they did the flashbacks, but we now know
Mhm.
after everything that happened with the Tuscans, after finding out the Tuscans died,
Mhm.
now it's all about how
Me
Boba Fett's going
cry.
to make.
Yeah. I didn't really cry
It'll
for
be
the
all about how
Tuscans.
Boba Fett's working with making his new tribe, making his new life better for himself or something like that.
No, yeah, I agree. I will say this. I didn't necessarily cry for the Tuscans. I mean, I felt bad. I did. Like, obviously, it did its job. I felt bad. I was like, oh man, that sucks. They got Owen and Barood. So, oops, you know, that kind of
I
thing.
wouldn't know if I call
What
that a
was
kind of
those guys'
thing, but
names were?
yes.
What?
Yeah, I never knew that. I never knew what their
Even the
names were.
chieftain was not
Uncle
safe.
Owen and Aunt Baru?
I was saying, I don't know if that'd be the kind of.
I will
saying
say this. In this episode, they started to show that, I mean, like, even Finnick Shan is like, a group of bikers killed Tuscans. That's very unlikely. So, I don't know who killed these Tuscans. I think, honestly, the twins are behind this. Just because...
Why would they set him up like that?
Well, I don't think they were setting him up like that. I don't think they realized it was Boba Fett that was doing all this with the Tuscans, but I think they just realized, like, hey, we can take advantage if we cause a war between these already kind of fractured families. So I think that's the whole point. I think that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to end up being the twins, maybe even the mayor. I don't know. There's a lot of different things that we
I
could
really
bring
want
up.
to see what the mayor's planning.
Yeah, I do too. But that being said, unless you have any more thoughts, comments, concerns, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. Pretty short episode, 1 hour, 8 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
So, I have been your host, BlackShat56, and this has been the SnodaCast episode 4. Oddly enough, we were also talking about a bunch of other episode 4s. I have been joined by the insignificant dumb fuck himself, Joe, aka Joker.
I love you too, Dad.
I'm sure you fucking do. Anyways, I've also been joined by the stares off with complete disinterest, Gallows. Of course, the one, the only, the once in a blue moon, Runic. And
AKA
the lovely, lovely,
formerly
lovely,
Rebel.
the lovely, lovely, lovely Miranda. The one with the cat ears. Miranda, aka Alta 97, baby. And I have been your dumbass in charge, BlackShat56. And we will see